That was quick. Mm. Oh my goodness. I have to open that door up, man. I got too many clothes on. We live. Hey, Queenie. Hey, Uncle Mike. Jennifer. Oh, what's happening? Technology. I live in Russia. Shout out to Russia. NMM. That's a tongue twister, girl. Crystal. You back again? I thought you were resting, sir. Yeah, I came back. I was resting. I came back because we got to do Sunday. We do the reactions for our Patreons. Our patrons guaranteed to request what it is they gonna want to do. So we got to start. Hey, that's what we do, man. We sit here and record videos. What's the topic today, sir? I think we're gonna get back on what's going on with the Jay-Z and stuff. Maybe, right now I don't know. We got to do the music reactions, and that was first. Yeah, we got to do the music reactions and stuff. So we got 4 reactions to do, and we're gonna get busy. Yeah, 14 people coming past to say what's up. How y'all doing? Woo. That was fast, yeah. Yeah, I was already cleaned up and stuff, so took a shower. LeBron and Will Smith. Yeah. Is that the newest? Is that the newest? What is the newest gossip? We might talk about Jennifer Lopez baby bump and how when she sat down it looked fake. We might definitely talk about that. The messy sweet spot. That's a crazy channel, man. So I don't know. So we're going to go ahead. 7 married 3. Let's go ahead and get into this so we can hurry up and get into this. Yeah. Here we go, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. What we waiting on? Nothing. We just waiting on the MC. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. We are live when we're doing our reactions, man. Y'all go check out our live channel, man. The Music Recording Network Live. Check it out. 7 married 3. Water's Edge. War Eagle 72 asked for this one right here. It is so good to do some music for a change. React to some music instead of all this Puffy going to jail. Now Jay-Z got stuff going on, and then all this other stuff is just way too much for my head. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this out. War Eagle 72 is bringing y'all this one, y'all. Oh, shucks. It's snowing outside. You know that dog barking now. I see a cat. Guitar's hard. I like that. I swear I didn't do anything, man. I swear I didn't. Like the little kid and the big heads and stuff in the background, but they ain't do a close-up on the big heads. The little kid and the dog barking. Hey, War Eagle 72 asked for that one right there, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I don't know how loud things are. How's the audio? Is the audio low? I don't know. I know one thing. Having the OBS on or off is still frees the computer up. So I'd rather have it on so I can see. Was that country music? No, I think it was like pop rock music. Yeah. Nah. It was. It's choppy, Mike. God dang it. Maybe it's too loud. Oh man. Yeah, it sounds weird. God dog it. I'm thinking I'm going too hard onto the computer for some reason. But most of the time the music sound, I don't know why. I don't know why. The music sounds so crazy. How about now? Is that better? It's like coming from the headphones. The music, golly. How about my voice? How my voice sound right now? Lord have mercy, man. It's good. Crystal says good. All right. Jennifer O. Johnny. Voice is good. It wasn't it wasn't you, just the music. All right. Let's do this real quick. Oops, I got the wrong mouse. Let's see something real quick. This is a test. This is only a test.
Bobbi Althoff's really good podcast started extremely strong, gaining millions of views with you.
How about that? Ah, shoot. I need to go back to some music. So it only happens with the music, maybe? I tried to hit it real soft and pull it up. Then I try to hit it hard and pull it down. Yeah, oh man. But when we're doing the reactions with the OBS, it comes out clear. All right, but the other two, I think the other three is talking. Talk. That's talking. All right, let's see what this does. And they should be scared. What they hiding in Guatemala. Oh my God. Try another video. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. What is up? YouTube? How y'all doing? I done pushed my sleeves up. I got on a wife beater under here, but it's hotter than 100 hamburgers. I got the door open a little bit. I'm gonna have to crack the door open. Check this out. This is shocking what they're hiding in Guatemala, and they should be scared. I heard that Guatemala is the worst country for this trafficking thing and everything. So Let's check this out, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell.
Well, we are continuing to peel the onion back on Guatemala. Its massive child sex trafficking operation. Yesterday on the show, documentary filmmaker Ryan Mata broke the story wide open. Antony Blinken, the State Department, in coordination with NGOs and government organizations like USAID, are caught in a regime change operation that involves blackmail, extortion, money laundering, rigged elections, and yes, child trafficking in Guatemala. Angel Pineda is a Guatemalan patriot. He's the right-hand man of the Guatemalan Attorney General. He's also the lead investigator who's uncovered this massive corruption that leads straight to the corrupt Biden administration. Of course, they are not happy with him. And Angel joins us now. Angel, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Clayton. Thank you for having us here. The space is wonderful to speak about this issue.
Well, I think it's so important. And, we have a saying in the United States, oh, you've stirred up a hornet's nest. I don't know if you're familiar with that saying in Guatemala, but you guys have really stirred up quite a hornet's nest. Were you shocked to find that what you were uncovering inside of Guatemala leads all the way to the top of the Biden administration?
Yeah, it was a shocking experience and an incredible experience, because we didn't know that this was going to go as far as it's going. We only started the investigation, and we have to start to have a lot of attacks. But these attacks were already happening since 2021, because we have been here in the AG's office making some decisions that somebody in the U.S. Embassy here in Guatemala didn't like it, and somebody in the Secretary of State, in the Department of State of the United States of America didn't like it also. So it has been a pattern on several cases that are in importance for them, but we didn't know that until now, and we are still starting an investigation ongoing with this investigation of trafficking children. But the attack is I don't know if it has a comparison in the world. Only with President Trump, I see that it's the same attack like our AG is having.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's very large, and of course, what you're doing is you're trying to stop the flow of these children into this large NGO-backed child trafficking operation that's been, of course, run by the United States government at the direction of the Department of Homeland Security under Alejandro Mayorkas, massively corrupt criminal, running this operation, funneling these Guatemalan children into the United States, where ostensibly they're being sold off into sex slavery and God knows what else. What was the first indication that this was happening in your investigation?
Well, I'm going to put the answer in two different phases. The first phase is when in 2020, as Guatemalans, we start to see that the migration of people, it was huge. It changed the numbers of migration from 2019 to 2020. It was different, and in 2021 was more different. So our AG created a unit here to fight against illegal migration. We created that unit here, and we started to work. By now, we only have received in the 4 years that it has been going on this new unit, like 1,102 cases. But when we received last April the complaint, saying in the facts on that complaint that it may happen that when people going from Central America to the United States are in the way and in the path, being victims of different crimes, we started to put an attention. You cannot put aside your eyes and say that this is not happening. Any complaint that you receive in a prosecutor office, it has to be investigated. Only the investigation is going to give you the truth. But here we say we make a different act, because as we saw that the complaint said that the people were going especially to Texas, we sent a letter to Attorney General Paxton to Texas. That only act is the one that initiate all the attack in this case per se. We receive a lot of attack in the media here in Guatemala. Some journalists that are working with the government, and with the U.S. Embassy, we have seen by the way that they have been behavior that they are trying to say that this investigation is not a good investigation and maybe is not real, But we
Right.
know that because of that reaction, that something is happening here. Several months ago, we started with a raid. We went to a judge, asked authorization by judicial authorization to make a raid in the Save the Children NGO because the complaint said so. In the complaint, it was saying that another 5 NGOs can be participated in this matter. We cannot say more about the details because our law protects this kind of information, and it's more important when children is involved in investigations. Our legal system protects them more than anything. But I can say that we have already made 5 raids in different 5 NGOs here in Guatemala, NGOs that are from the different countries around the world, and the complaint says that they are helping in this possible commission of crimes.
Well, it's unbelievable. So Save the Children, one of the raids that you guys carried out, Save the Children, Jill Biden is one of the board members, or formerly one of the board members of Save the Children. Save the Children also operates in Texas. So you guys sent a letter to Attorney General Ken Paxton in Texas, letting them know about this, I guess, cooperation between the NGO in Guatemala that's funneling these children into Texas. And so let me just understand this. Then journalists in the United States, because we have a corrupt media, certainly the large, like the New York Times, Washington Post, the large publications work very closely with the government. So they are just mouthpieces of the government. They attacked you?
Well, we have been under attack by the journalists here in Guatemala. From the United States, people that have achieved and have communicated with us is people like you that is trying to know what is happening here in Guatemala.
Oh,
but
good.
Here in Guatemala, yes, some journalists are saying that these investigations are not good, and they attack the institution of the prosecutor's office. They start to say that we are corrupt. We are ongoing a fraud investigation of our last elections because we receive a complaint on that matter, and they are saying now that we are anti-democratic because we are trying to take off the democracy here in Guatemala.
So the blowback from Secretary of State Antony Blinken, can you talk about the response that you've received from the U.S. State Department? There's been, he has not been happy with your investigation.
No, with some investigations, everything started in 2021 when our AG fired a person who worked here in a prosecutor's office, but used to work also with the U.S. Embassy. When she took the decision to fire this person, they started to attack this institution. They took the visa of our AGs, they took the visa of her husband, they took my visa off, they took the visa of the prosecutors that are in charge of the different investigations on investigations that are in the importance for the U.S. Embassy here in Guatemala. We have sent a lot of letters to Washington, to the different units in the Department of State and different units in the Department of Justice, trying to understand why they took this decision, because we don't know. We know we are not criminals. We know we are not making corrupt acts. We know we are not anti-democratic persons. We are just trying to investigate because that is the function of the Ministerio Público of Guatemala. The Constitution gives us the function to investigate everything, and if you find evidence, go to the judge and get a sentence on that,
So let's talk about the children at the heart of all of this. So the United States, of course, is actively trying to funnel these children out of Guatemala. Guatemala is the largest, that is the area that provides the largest amount of children to the United States, and it's all being facilitated by the United States government. So they are actively working with these NGOs and bringing these children across the border into the United States. Hundreds of thousands of these children have now disappeared in the United States, gone, no accountability. they're not coming across the border with their parents. They're coming across the border with coyotes and other drug runners who are bringing and facilitating and bringing these children. Have you made any headway on your side in trying to stop these NGOs, these foreign NGOs, from basically invading Guatemala and stealing your children?
Well, let me tell you, we have seen now that there is a black number in this matter, because as I told you, we will receive only 1,000 complaints. When we started to talk with several friends of you from different podcasts and different media, they gave us numbers that you cannot think even about it. Now we are talking about, more than 200,000 children from Guatemala, only from Guatemala, going to the United States. If you divide it on the 4 years, day by day, you can imagine how you can send a lot of children. Somebody is putting their eyes shut off, to this happen. We are investigating. We have to respect the due process. The investigation are going to give us the evidence to go to a judge and start to make consequences to the people who is responsible of these atrocious acts.
So you, on the one side, you're working hard to try to find out and uncover the real numbers and bring this to a judge, while at the same time, you are under attack from the United States and the U.S. State Department under the Biden administration, calling you guys corrupt, trying to undermine your investigations, essentially. Do I understand that correctly?
Yes, that is, and I have to be very, very true in this. We have worked with the different agencies of the United States of America, the DEA, FBI, even the HSI, and we have been working very good. If you go to ask to the technical people that works with us, they're going to give you good information about this institution. But if you go to talk with Blinken and with Todd Robinson and this Mr. Nichols, they are not going to say the same. But why is that? You don't understand that. We cannot understand that. Well, we were naive. We didn't understand in that time. Right now we understand why. Because something is happening here, and people also here in the state of Guatemala is helping them. And we have to find that. We are ongoing on that.
Well, and as we've covered here on the show extensively with our reporting, it's a massive money-making operation for these NGOs that are facilitating the theft of these children into child sex slavery in the United States and other parts of the world. It is a lot of money at stake. And like I said at the beginning, Angel, you've stirred up a hornet's nest, and these people don't like to have their money taken away from them, and they certainly don't like to have, these pedophiles certainly don't like to have their children taken away from them as well. So thank you for the work that you're doing. We are watching this very closely. Thank you for being a patriot and somebody who is looking out for these children in Guatemala. Thank you so much, Angel. I know you have to run to a meeting right now, so I want to let you go, but thank you so much for the work that you're doing.
No, thank you also for giving us the space, and thank God that he's helping us also.
Man, all this is, this is the new moderate, up-to-date form of slavery, man. That's all it is. You have people giving birth to kids just to sell them off into this trafficking. You have people in other countries. One of the things I can't understand, that's it, I'm done with that. One of the things I can't understand is how come these people make it all from other countries all the way into Mexico. They come all the way up to Mexico, get into Texas, and then we got to do something with them. I think the border should just be shut off. Nobody can come in. Well, they throwing kids over the wall. Did y'all see that video? They throwing the kids over the wall, then they just running back into the woods. And then we got to pick them up and do paperwork and try to send them somewhere. And then all the handlers, allegedly, I take them, because they selling them. Body parts and all this stuff, man. This gotta do something, man. That's all I can say. We gotta do something. Kids are being missing. Kids on the milk carton. Kids being kidnapped. What in the world? It's just a new form of slavery, man. That's all I can say. Man, hey, Tika asked for that one. Thank you, Tika. I appreciate you bringing awareness to the channel, man. That we got to find something, man. I don't know what it's going to be. But look here, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Hooligan. Oh my God. Yeah, Queenie, we record. Yes, we recording. That's what we doing. I was ready to say yes. Dang it. Dang, I missed it, Amy. Now we got another one, I guess. She said I missed it. You can rewind, but oh my gracious. Is this Tika again? Why Bobbi Althoff podcast failed so quickly. Althoff. Wow, you got that right. What is up, YouTube? Man, this is so sad, man. I was not expecting this. Why Bobbi Althoff podcast failed so badly? What? Oh my gracious. Tika asked for this one right here. Let's see what this is about. I have no idea. Today is Patron Sunday. Our patrons pick what we're gonna react to. And so far they've been blowing my mind. Yeah, they've been blowing my mind, Jamie. Let's check this bad boy out.
Bobbi Althoff's really good podcast started extremely strong, gaining millions of views with unique celebrity interviews. However, in just a year and a half, her viewership has basically flatlined, with almost 300,000 people agreeing, "I've never seen an industry plant fall off harder than she did." Her career began on TikTok in 2021, making dry, sarcastic content on the topic of being a mother. She'd make only 26 videos before beginning the really good podcast, to which she'd adapt her dry, sarcastic style.
I think we look alike. Kind of, but not really. A little. You're like me in a different font.
The snippet quickly racked up almost 10 million views. The style was an instant success. This entire interview is like the calmest argument in history, and I love it. The snippets from her next episode went equally viral.
The clips did really, really well on TikTok. So I was like, okay, I guess I like have something here.
But it was the episode with Funny Marco that completely changed everything. Because not only did the segments again pull crazy numbers, but the full episode gained over 5 million views without a single hate comment anywhere in sight. It's rare that two people I've never heard of make me laugh for an hour straight. This was special. This is hilarious. Marco has found the white woman version of himself. This should be a permanent duo. This is just the most cross-cultural, funny, awkward humor. People loved the honest branding of new episode whenever I can get someone to agree to let me interview them, the next of which being a very important person.
My video with Marco went very viral.
Yeah.
Like very viral. Then Drake liked one of the videos I had uploaded and he followed me.
Bobbi therefore tried to get him on.
I'm gonna like shoot my shot to Drake. So I was like, when are you gonna come on my podcast?
And he just was
He said,
game right
yeah,
away.
he was ready to do it.
Landing Drake as her 4th ever podcast guest. From an entertainment standpoint, the episode was basically perfect. Not only had she landed Drake, who never does podcasts, but she'd done so in a funny, intimate setting, whilst keeping it calm and relaxed, to the extent that people thought they were just old friends.
The fact that you were so calm next to Champagne Poppy, because if I was in a bed next to Drake, I would be freaking out.
It therefore gained 10 million views in only 2 weeks and added 700,000 subscribers to Bobbi's total count. However, as summarized by a tweet reading, "Drake giveth and Drake taketh away," Bobbi's interview with Drake began to ruin her reputation. During the podcast, Bobbi had asked,
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
And when Drake said that Bobbi should get with his friend, she seemed kind of interested.
If I could hook you up with anyone, it would be my dog Smigs.
Smigs?
Smigs. Smiley.
Can you tell me about Smiley?
Let me show you a picture of him.
Is he well known, or are you just a friend of yours?
The Funny Marco interview had a similar interaction.
Are you hitting on me?
You're not my type.
What's your type?
With Bobbi stating she started the podcast for the following reason.
To have a way to meet people, and the podcast, I was like, I wish I could have collaborate with other people.
Meeting new people likely wasn't sinister, but flirting with famous musicians seemed to annoy her husband, who filed for divorce only 6 days after she recorded the podcast with Drake. To make matters worse, Bobbi also admitted,
I flew all the way here
You did. I really do appreciate
on my
that.
daughter's first birthday
You missed your daughter's first birthday.
to be here.
Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
showing she was kind of ditching her family for social media fame.
Is it kind of strange to anyone else that this woman who is married with children is constantly asking during these interviews with these rappers if basically they would go out with her, if basically they would sleep with her, if they like her?
She confirmed the divorce in a TikTok post, with comments stating celebrity status always ruins the best things in life. On Reddit, people stated, she got famous and he stayed the same. Few marriages survived that, whilst the rumors likely didn't help. Did Bobbi Althoff cheat with Drake quickly became a mainstream narrative. Suggesting a conspiracy was when Bobbi deleted the podcast, with Drake and Bobbi both unfollowing each other on Instagram. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports therefore sent her a text. My girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that is not true. Bobbi replied, I'm not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right, that is not true. She'd share the text to her story, adding, I did not want to do this podcast in the first place, and now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I, although despite denying the rumors, the narrative was set. Bobbi Althoff left her husband to thought around with rappers.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Because there's just a person
What does that mean?
looks exactly like me. They have a twin.
Maybe.
If I had a twin, would you date them?
If he was cool and
The damage this did to Bobbi's image could be seen on her husband's Instagram, with comments reading, sorry that your ex sold you out for clout and fame, after which everything Bobbi did became some kind of drama. For example, she'd do a podcast with Lil Yachty, with people calling her ungrateful after she said this.
I walked into his
I
house and it was
kinda
super awkward because
those,
he's really kind of awkward. He didn't even say hi to me. He's just sitting there with his 2 assistants. And then he comes up, he's like, oh, hi, gives me a half hug. And I'm just like, hi, then goes back to his spot. And I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend Ashley, I need to leave. This is so awkward. I don't want it. What am I doing here?
She wants to make awkward content and then puts Yachty on blast. Shaking my head. Gave her a platform and now she's shitting on y'all. See what happens? People then claimed that her fast rise to fame was orchestrated by her management company.
I'm pretty sure somebody at WME started help pulling the strings to set all this in motion.
Who also managed some of the people who appeared on Bobbi's show.
Well, you got a great agent and you got a great agency and you got great guests.
Bobbi simply trolled the claims, but there were other inconsistencies. For example, she constantly claimed that she was broke.
People think I'm joking about being in debt. I'm not. I put every penny I had into this podcast.
And told Mark Cuban this.
I don't have any money.
None?
At all. I have debt, actually.
You have debt? How much debt do you have?
$20,000 in debt.
Then further added in her Rick Glassman podcast.
Every time a credit card maxes out, I have
An
to
angel
switch
gets
to
his
another.
wings.
I have 2 cards maxed out right now, so hoping to pay them off soon.
However, people realized she spent $500 on Chloe sandals. She is not broke, she is broken. Also noting that her husband was a millionaire who had 170,000 students who'd bought his $43 course. Eventually, Bobbi also revealed that the podcast wasn't serious.
So when you interview these people, you're not Bobbi necessarily.
No, yeah, I'm just a really dry person.
Deleting more of the magic that first made her interesting. We mentioned that when she first interviewed Marco, there were no negative comments. However, 3 months later, when Reddit asked thoughts on Bobbi Althoff, there wasn't a single positive comment. Annoying ASF and not funny at all. I can't stand her, don't find her funny, and find it odd that rappers are always her target to pick on like she's better than them. Gives me the ick. I watched a few of her interviews. I just don't find her funny or charismatic enough to pull off the shtick. I can see why she's popular though. This kind of awkward cringe humor is having a moment. Only 4 days after that Reddit thread, it was reviewed as the not so really good podcast, which stated the content itself is boring. The episodes also lack direction and a central theme, probably because they only consist of small talk. The podcast fails to deliver anything substantial or thought-provoking. Instead, it provides a glimpse into how celebrities behave in casual settings, which may seem intriguing to some, but ultimately failed to engage me. Another person said that Bobbi's podcast sadly points out how real hip-hop journalism has been practically erased, while even Funny Marco began to critique her show.
With me, it was like, I think you're funny, Marco, but let me learn about you. Like, trying to figure me out. But now it's like the interviews, I think they're like, she's trying to shit on people. And when I watched the interview, Offset, I was like, damn, that was pretty bad.
As mentioned, she was plain disrespectful during her podcast with Offset, leading him to respond with similar energy.
You need a little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken, just on the thing, you pull it off, and then you serve the dish.
It seemed this was where many people quit watching Bobbi's show, aided by full podcast episodes that were just promoting products. In the process, she'd also change her appearance, leading to criticism bad enough for Bobbi to respond.
I am so tired of all of the comments of people saying she ruined her face. The only thing I have done to my face is that I have a little bit of filler in my upper lip. Okay, I do not have cheek filler.
In a different video, she talked about getting other procedures.
I went in to get my zit injected and I left with the Botox in my forehead, which, you know, that's fine. That's normal. I had lines here. I also didn't like that this would crease so much when I'd smile. So I got under eye filler. So I got Botox injected right here.
Which perhaps unfairly has only led to even more hate. Her 15 minutes are up. Bye, Bobbi. I am so tired of Bobbi. Get off the internet, boring. The last couple of months, however, have been even worse. For starters, the style of the podcast has changed. The dry, sarcastic humor has become normal conversation, and all the awkward, quiet moments are often removed in editing. Strangely, however, this only makes it even more awkward and less entertaining, as it feels like any other normal podcast.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 21.
You're 21?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so young.
I'm a baby still.
Wait, I didn't realize you were so young. I thought we were the same age. Now I feel really old.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
You're not really old.
This entire interview feels like they are making small talk while waiting for something. She'd also do an episode with 𝗥𝗡𝗡𝗞 in which she was way ruder than any other podcast.
What is something fun that makes interviewing someone fun for you?
Just having good conversation.
Okay, yeah, I love good conversation.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell.
This genuinely was not even an interview. This was like bullying the nice kid and making him feel horrible in any way. Then 2 months ago, she did this video here, which judging by the dislike ratio was yet another doozy.
And then I saw this video of a girl talking about how much she made from her podcast, and I mentally decided that she made like at least $300 a year on her podcast alone. And I was like, that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
I saw how much someone made and thought, that's what I need to do. Wow, what a passionate and inspiring individual. Toward the start of her career, Bobbi joked, not more money though, and that's all that matters in the world. But it seems that's now her actual philosophy.
I didn't grow up with money. I am on a lifelong
You want
journey to
money.
get money. I love
Money's nice.
It's amazing.
Ever since doing the interview, Bobbi's viewership has significantly slowed. Her reputation is far from perfect, whilst her interview style has simply gone stale.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. 𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗞 ads for that one right there. I just give him a thumbs up. I learned something, man. I definitely learned something because I know one thing. Yelling and getting pissed off at people, I don't think they like that. You know, and I get real pissed off when we talking about them kids and trying to find them kids. Where them kids at? And yeah. The opposite approach. The Joe Rogan show, man. I'm checking him out and everything. So we still thank y'all, man. Thank everybody for supporting the channel and everything. And I'm still trying to find my lane and all that good stuff. But one thing I do know is this is hard, man. It's hard putting yourself out in front of the camera and expecting people. I have apologized so many times. But anyway, that was interesting, man. I need to look at that again so I can study some things. But I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light. Y'all take it slow. Y'all just tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Wow. Wow. That was basically you catch more honey with you can catch more bees with honey and being sweet. Facts, Mike. But okay to be mad about the baby. Yeah. Nah, homie. Hey, D.I. D.I. Push him up. D.I. got her feet up on it. Couldn't sleep. I'm back. Them toes didn't sleep either. Yeah. That's funny. She got them toes up in there. Okay, what's Mike? Mike, next number 3 you missed. I missed number 3. I couldn't have. Oh shoot, I must have clicked that one twice. I sure did. 1, 2, 3. Nah. It's the same thing. It's a different one. No, it is 3. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, we did 2. 1. This is shocking. We must have skipped 2. No, we did that. Different. Okay, they different. Okay, we did that one. Hold on. Wait a minute. Then this one is 3. Pathological liar. Okay, yeah, you're right. This one right here. Oh my gracious. So here we go. This is a different one?
Bobbi Althoff's really good podcast started extremely strong, gaining millions of views with unique celebrity interviews. However,
the link seems the same.
In just a year and a half, her viewership has basically flatlined, with
the overweight rapper's in danger. Yeah, I think he said.
Now, Dave Luntz is a rapper who's blown up right now, but it's not for the reasons you'd expect. No controversy, no beef, no scandals. Instead, the internet can't stop talking about one thing: his weight. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the clips or heard the chatter, and if not, don't worry, I'm going to enlighten you on exactly what's going on. Dave Luntz is a 23-year-old rapper from Salt Lake City, Utah, who's...
God damn, that dude is huge. Yeah, Tahir sent the same link or something. Talk to me. Let me get this in between time. Fail. We already got that one. Let's do this. God damn, we got a lot of these. Oh, Tahir, you had already put them up there. All right. Thank you, Tika. Here goes nothing. Yeah. Nah, homie. TikTok. Okay, here we got something different. I call pathologically. I can't say the word, man. Liar. a pathological liar. Love your channel, Mike. Cassandra, everybody stays blessed. Sorry, I can't see. I need reading glasses. Couldn't sleep. I'm back. Yeah. Every time I send a link, Mike, you a mess. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Check this out. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it one more time, y'all. Since we turned the camera on, my lip and my tongue don't work together. They don't like each other. Or something. psychological, I think I said it right, a psychological liar. Host calls out over coverage of crack loving Hunter biting. Oh my goodness. Hey, man, these top people, man, stars and celebrities and government officials, all of them is getting a little on the crazy side, man. Them skeletons in their closet is showing a little too much and they don't even care. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I haven't seen this. I'm more surprised than you are while y'all watching this.
Degenerate.
Let's check it out, man. Let's check this out.
Let's take a moment now and look at the astonishing presidential pardon granted by Joe Biden to his degenerate, crack-loving, whore enthusiast son, Hunter. This is a pardon we were assured by the media would never happen. Remember these esteemed news anchors and commentators taking lying Joe at his word and telling us a pardon was out of the question.
The contrast is profound. To sit there and say, well, I'm not going to intervene in the legal process and I wouldn't pardon my son. One side, Democrats and Joe Biden protecting the justice system. And on the other, Republicans and Trump protecting Trump.
Our current president of the United States has so much respect for the law that he has said he would not pardon his son. I mean, what, again, it's all about the contrast.
President Biden saying, I will respect whatever this jury decides,
That's
versus
right.
Donald Trump after he was convicted on 34 counts, saying the entire system is rigged against him.
Their latest attack has been that Joe Biden has politicized and weaponized the DOJ, right? That was the whole argument around Donald Trump's conviction. And this week, of course, Hunter Biden was found guilty. And Joe Biden has very clearly said he would not pardon his son. He would not commute his sentence. How stark is this difference? I mean, how can Republicans keep making this argument now that Joe Biden has really put it out there? Where's Hunter? And he stood there in a courtroom, flanked by his family, and he's accepted his sentence.
He is not pardoning his son, which he could do. These are federal charges.
Right.
He is not doing that. He is not doing it because he is living what it means to have a rule of law in this country.
Yes, Joe Biden is living what it means to have the rule of law. It's just a man of integrity. It's worth noting that this pardon is unlike anything we've seen. It's the most comprehensive, far-reaching pardon imaginable. Joe Biden signed a full and unconditional pardon covering all offenses against the United States, which he has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1, 2014 through to December 1, 2024, including but not limited to all offences charged or prosecuted. Those dates are rather specific, aren't they? I'm sure it's just a wild coincidence that Hunter Biden joined the board of Ukrainian energy company Burisma in 2014, a role that earned him millions, despite the fact that he had zero experience or credentials in the area. And let's not forget that President Trump was impeached for wanting to investigate the crimes Hunter Biden has just been pardoned for, the potential crimes, because it covers everything, even things he hasn't been charged with.
Wow.
But the same news anchors who were outraged by Donald Trump pardoning anyone are now fully supportive of Biden pardoning Hunter. Here is pathological liar Rachel Maddow, who for years pushed the Russian collusion hoax. Here she is saying in 2020, just pushing another lie here, saying that Trump was considering preemptively pardoning his children. She thought that was a travesty, but Biden pardoning his son is perfectly natural and good.
President Trump, as he winds down his last few weeks in office, is considering preemptive pardons for all his adult children, including his son-in-law, Jared. What a mess. More as we know.
Well, son, the Democrats is out, son, and every man for theyself. Well, in Biden case, every family for itself. I got to look out for my family and everything before I get out of this office. I got to get my son out of jail, man, so we can all, because we don't know what Trump going to do. He going to do some stuff against us. I know that much. I guess that's it. That's what he's thinking.
his adult children, including his son-in-law, Jared. What a mess. More as we know. Cue all the hand-wringing and gnashing of teeth today about a president using his power, his pardon power, his powers as president, to do something for a family member. Tell me more about how outraged we all are about President Biden's pardon for his son.
Incredible. And Maddow's equally batty MSNBC colleague, fellow anchor Joy Reid, well, she's also had a rather dramatic change in attitude to presidential pardons.
The presidential pardon was originally meant to grant the president the power to temper justice with mercy. It was not enshrined in our Constitution so that a dishonorable man could reward his criminal allies, friends, and family for their corrupt practices. I don't have a problem with Biden pardoning his son. He should have pardoned him. The crazies are coming, right? But to me, it's like pardon more.
I never forget the manner in which the...
What? No, man. No, you don't pardon somebody because the crazy's coming. You don't do that. You supposed to let the law, if the law found him guilty for whatever he did, I don't even know what the boy did. You don't give nobody no pardon because that's your son.
Not enshrined in our Constitution so that a dishonorable man could reward his criminal allies, friends, and family for their corrupt practices. I don't have a problem with Biden pardoning his son. He should have pardoned him. The crazies are coming, right? But to me, it's like pardon more.
I never forget the manner in which the media, together with intelligence officials, engaged in a disinformation campaign before the 2020 election to convince the American people that the Hunter Biden laptop story, all the revelations in that laptop were not real, that the family's dodgy business dealings were a Russian plot. Remember this shameful episode in journalism where Donald Trump was all but pleading with 60 Minutes' Leslie Stahl to do her job?
You know, this is 60 Minutes. And we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, you've discredited yourself. When you say that you're not going to cover Biden, you're going to ask him what flavor ice cream he has, okay? Instead of why did Hunter get $3.5 million from Moscow? Instead of why is an energy company paying your son $183,000 a month or whatever they're paying him? And he has no experience in energy. You know, you discredit yourself. I don't have to discredit you.
This whole episode is another reminder that you do not hate the leftist media enough. You think you do, but you don't. Listen to the rest of this exchange. And by the way, we already knew at that point that the laptop was real. The New York Post had verified it, but the presenter claims the laptop's contents were unverified and discredited.
And you're making this one of the hottest, most important issues in the rallies.
It's a very important issue to find out whether or not a man's corrupt who's running for president, who's accepted money from China and from Ukraine and from Russia.
All these
I think
things
that's
have
an
been
important
investigated and
It's incredible the way you can try and say this and sit there and look me in the eye and say it. He accepted money, his family, from Russia, from Ukraine, from China, and from other places. His brother, who didn't have experience, became a big builder in Iraq without experience. Take a look at what's going on, Leslie. And then you say that shouldn't be discussed.
I'm saying
it's the biggest scandal out there, Leslie, and you don't cover it.
because it can't be verified.
You want to talk
I'm
about
telling you.
insignificant things.
I'm telling you.
Of course it can be verified. Excuse me, they found the laptop.
Of course it could be verified. The laptop was real. They knew it was real. We knew it was real. Funnily enough, they were happy to report unverified Russian collusion hoax stories for 4 years. There was no problems about that. Everyone knew this laptop was real, and yet they pretended that it was some sort of a disinformation plot from Russia. The media's role in trying to discredit and suppress that story amounted to a clear case of election interference. And be no doubt that Hunter Biden's criminal enterprises implicate his father. Joe Biden was essentially the product. The family made millions from a pay-for-access business model. And that should be Joe Biden's enduring legacy.
Wow. Man, Trump ain't playing this go around. And it's funny, man. If you all was to do a little digging on both sides, just a little digging to figure out some things. And a lot of people get their information from he say, she say. And I think that's where we need to start at. I think we need to start at getting our information from our own research, not from what the majority of people around me is saying. Once you start realizing that the majority of people around you is getting the information the same way you getting it, through he say, she say, and you start he say, she say, and what you heard on the news. Everybody get it from the news. But the news is reporting what they want you to know. Only thing the news is reporting is what they want you to know. So my 2 cents is research all the information, read the documents, read the stuff on your own. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. You tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I think my mic went down too. I done adjusted some of the stuff. My mic done went down. Where we at? Is that all of them? That was good. I don't want to do that right now. I wanted to talk about this baby bump. Sure, 100 and the pictures on the laptop. Oh my God. Yeah. What's the latest? Peace. Cassandra say peace. I still left this up there, y'all. Will Trump pardon the Capitol people? Because I heard that. Peace. New stream. What y'all want to talk about? What's the hottest topic? The Diddy case. Oh man, I'm tired of that. What about 50 Cent on Jay-Z? Oh my God. I definitely don't want to see this. Hey cutie. Not Diddy. Nah. Jay-Z. The messy sweet spot. What happened with Pimp C?
Everybody, this is Raina Kripa Johnson with Buzz 60, and people love calling a celebrity fake. They've questioned Kim Kardashian's butt, Angelina Jolie's lips, and now Beyonce's pregnancy. First, there was some speculation about the varying sizes of her baby bump, but ever since her recent interview on Sunday Night HD, there's been a whole new wave of people saying what must have been a fake baby bump visually collapsed as she sat down. I admit, that did look weird, but maybe it was a weird camera angle. Or maybe she wears extra padding to keep her due date a secret. And yes, maybe Beyonce isn't sat down. But ever since her recent interview on Sunday Night HD, there's been a whole new wave of people saying what must have been a fake baby bump visually collapsed as she sat Down. I admit, that did look weird, but maybe it was a weird camera angle. Or maybe she wears extra padding to keep her due date a secret. And yes, maybe Beyonce isn't actually pregnant, but who cares? Let the woman live. Her music is amazing. Her marriage seems so happy.
Oh my goodness. What y'all think about that baby bump thing?
Wondering if Beyonce is faking her baby bump after the singer appeared on an Australian TV show. When Beyonce walks out onto the set, her bump is quite noticeable, but it appears to deflate as she sits down. The strange image has sparked wild speculation, some claiming the pregnancy isn't real. Others think Beyonce is just trying a bit too hard to enhance her pregnant look.
Wow. Wow. Fake. You can go, Tika. What? To here, I'll go to premiere unless you are. Okay. Wow. Should we take a break, go to the premiere, then come back? Some bumps as Margin Markle had. Cameron. Yeah, while we figure out what I should do. I thought I sent you, yeah. Question, Mike. We can look into Orlando Brown. Question, Mike. Yeah. I keep saying I'm gonna do that. Oh my God, yeah, Orlando Brown. Let's do that. Let's pull up a lot of Orlando Brown stuff. How about Orlando Brown interview? This dude. This is an hour 30-minute right here on Cheese. Eat Mike also. What? He has years of stuff about the Diddler. Yeah, most definitely. To here, should we start a new stream or just change the name? Start a new stream, you think? Man, let me start a new stream. I'm gonna start a new stream, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna start a new stream. How about that?